Have you ever suffered or know someone who's suffering from depression? What should you do when in this situation? At the end of this video you will be able to learn and understand what is depression, characteristics of a depressed person, causes of depression and how to get rid of depression. What is depression? Depression is the spirit of heaviness which sits on someone's mind and negatively affects the way they think, feel, and act. What are the characteristics of a depressed person? Number 1. They are hopeless. They are expecting bad to happen because they always focuses on their problem, which seems to be too big in their minds. Number 2. They are always complaining. They are filled with negative thoughts, which makes them to focus on negative things only. Number 3. They are always bitter. They are provoked by small things. Number 4. They are full of suicidal thought. They hate themselves and want to harm themselves, one way being to take their own lives or even cutting themselves. Number 5. Addiction. They can be easily addicted to drugs, for example alcohol. Number 6. They lack interest in the things they used to love. For example, if they used to love playing football, they stop having interest in it. Number 7. They are always tired. They so tired to do things they regularly used to do, for example, to take a shower. Number 8. They eat too much or too little. Some becomes too big during depression while some becomes too small due to changes in eating habits. Number 9. They change their sleeping patterns. Some sleep too much while others lack sleep at all. Number 10. They are unable to concentrate. Their concentration level decreases due to what they feel inside. Causes of depression. Number 1. Hopelessness. Hopelessness means an expectation of bad to happen. During depression one tends to think that the problem is too big to be fixed. It is like being in a deep pit, with no hope of how to come out apart from death. Number 2. Anxiety. This is the negative emotion of something that will happen. This can be caused by self-pity and fear, scared of what will happen to you or to your loved ones. For example, parents worrying of what will happen to their children when they are away from home, for example, when they attend college for the first time. Number 3. Comparing with others. For example, in the social media, one tends to think that others are better. This can cause low confidence and envy. Number 4. Complaining. When someone complains, the body releases the stress hormone and attracts the negative energy which torments the mind. It can make the brain more vulnerable to diseases like stroke. Number 5. Unforgiveness. Lacking to forgive puts someone in the prison of anger and bitterness. Is like drinking a poison which will kill from inside out. The only way out is to forgive. Number 6. Isolation. For example, if one was married and now is divorced, if one used to be around people in the office and now is working from home, if a parent used to have children around now they are big and are away, one can get depression. Number 7. Betrayal. When betrayed by the people one deeply trusts, it is very easy to be depressed. Number 8. People's negative opinion. People will always find fault, for example, in the social media. People who are suffering from anger and low self-esteem will always want you to feel the way they are feeling. They will project their anger on everybody. If one is not stable, it is easy to get depression. Number 9. The loss of the loved one. When someone who was close dies, it is easy to get depression due to unbelief and denial. Number 10. Trauma. Flashback of terrible things which happens after someone has experienced the worst-case scenario. For example, tragic accident, rape, or a natural disaster. This can cause depression. How can one get rid of depression? Number 1. By having expectation of good all times, having hope that the worst has already happened, and the future is great and secure. This will attract positive energy in the brain, and it will be manifested because we are what we think. Number 2. Instead of being anxious, pray. The Bible tells us not to be anxious about anything, but to pray. Some things are above us. When we acknowledge God what we are going through, He always gives us His peace, which transcends all understanding. And He always shows us how to get out of this difficult situations. Number 3. By not comparing with others, when the need to compare comes, one should remember that everybody is created original. When someone compares with others, one becomes a copy. One should understand that there is a destiny to be fulfilled, and that why one is created uniquely. Number 4. By expressing gratitude, focus only with good things, one will notice that the amount of good things in their lives is bigger than bad things. By being grateful with the things one already have, soul will be at peace and more good things will be attracted. Number 5. By forgiving. Forgiveness will set one's mind free from anger and resentment, which is a big prison of mind, and one's mind will be set free from attracting negative thoughts. Number 6. By loving self, making the source of one's joy, peace and happiness to be God alone. Number 7. By knowing one's true identity, when one knows his or her identity, the opinion of others will not dictate who they are, one will stop to please others and focus on pleasing God. Number 8. By taking a day at a time, this will not give room to anxiety and worry, because one will focus on today. Number 9. By being selective of what one watches and listens, because what we see and hear affects our thinking patterns, our eyes and ears are gates to our souls. Number 10. By sharing what one is going through with someone they trust. A problem shared is a problem half solved. It is advisable to look for somebody who is trustworthy to talk to, especially if they have been in the same situation before.